and thank you for coming back. Today I have a build that I'm excited to show you. This was requested by Bailey. Bailey asked me to do a 2-story home for a single dad who has a preteen son, an infant daughter, and an infant son. So I got to playing around with this and I decided to do the multi-level roofing, which I haven't done in quite a while. I've been doing this on and off for about a year. A lot of people have been doing this as well, and it's always fun to experiment with it. So you're going to see some gaps here and there, but I think you'll like how I ended up putting it all together. Everything is pretty simple to do. I know the layout looks a little bit complicated just looking at it from this view, but I can promise you that it's not. And when we get to the end where we do the grid, you'll see how really simple this was to do. And there's a little teeny surprise inside that involves me not winning the sim chase. If you're on Facebook, you already know what it is. I was very upset that I didn't get the last round of prizes, but that's okay because I came up with something on my own, which you'll see in just a minute. But the outside I kept rather simple. I wanted to do sort of like a beach house for this dad and his family. And you'll have to excuse my voice today. It's a little rough, so bear with me, please. So this is the entryway. I did a lot of neutral tones in the house with some pops of color. But I like this little entryway. I did use the new doors that I won. And the white staircase here with the window through to the kitchen, which I really like that. And you come through this little hallway, which is really a divider to make the multi-level roofing. And you come into their living room. So lots of tans and browns and cream colors and whites. I really like this, how you can put the floor-to-ceiling windows on the rest of the wall and make it look like just the fireplace is bricked, so I did that. There's a TV over here, just a coffee table and a nice comfortable sofa. The hanging bookshelves on the wall. It's just the right size for a small family, for a living room. And I like the colors all blended together. So there's 2 doorways here, and you're going to come through to the dining area, which I've done in teal, but also the neutral colors, because I wanted a little pop of color in there. So we have the new doors there that go out to that back patio, some paintings on either side, and a table there with the pool house rug, I believe. And then here you'll see what I've done. I did not win the partition for the kitchen, and I was pretty upset when that happened. I even tried reinstalling my game from my last save point, and it didn't work out. But I thought, you know what, that's okay. I can do this myself, and I like how this looks. So you'll see from the grid and above exactly how I did it, and I'll show you at the end of the video. But you'll see right here, all I did was take advantage of that gap that I left for the roof and put in some kitchen counters, 2 doorways, and then some of those fences on either side and made it look like a pass-through. So this is the kitchen here. I have a little alcove there for that coffee and wine shelf. I love this kitchen. I put the sink out by itself and then used the chalet package that I got online. You can see through there to the foyer, and then around there you see the little alcoves for the oven and fridge and that beautiful stove where I've also put some black little stove hoods. Very pretty. I like how it turned out. I like the little pops of red in there, but again, I didn't want to do too much. But this made me very happy, the kitchen pass-through. I was glad I was able to figure out how to do that. You can see the gap there. And then I put the little fences from outside in there, and it looks like little wooden walls in there. So you come through these double doorways, and you can see, I just pretend like those are hallways, even though they're technically outside. And you come through to the master. Now this wallpaper has been growing on me a little more since my last video when I just used it on a tiny, tiny wall. In here I've used it on 2 walls because it does match that bedroom set very, very well. So that's his bedroom. That's the dad's bedroom, just with the black and gold and white. Then you come through this. This is kind of neat here. You walk directly through 2 extra little rooms into the bathroom. So this room is the closet where I put an alcove for the tall closet units. And here I've put a little spot for him. I wish they had men's clothes hanging in these units, but we'll just pretend that's men's shirts there and his cologne. And then you just keep walking through the doorway into this little room where I've made him a private little office area. And yes, I put a wine rack up there because, being really honest with you, if I had my own little private office in my house, I would probably have a wine rack in there too. I'd probably go in there and hide and edit videos and drink. I'm just being honest. So you see another little hallway here, but you come through the door And again, I used the wallpaper. I'm experimenting with that a little bit too. I used it for the bathroom. I think it looks really good with the hotel suite, the black and wood one. I don't know. What do you guys think about this wallpaper? You can let me know down below if you're using it, what you're using it for, if you go all out with it. But just for my taste, I still think it looks the best on small accent walls. But it looks okay in here. I do like it with the tub. This I wasn't too sure about, but I ended up just leaving it in here as the whole room being that wallpaper with the shower and the toilet. So that's the end of the house that has the master bedroom. We saw the dining room and kitchen and the living room. So we're going to come back through here and come back through the little hallway right there that connects the entryway and the living room and keep going. And down here on the left, we have the downstairs bathroom. So this is going to serve the preteen boys room, which you'll see, and also if anyone's downstairs. I've used the spa items in here, and you can see I've tucked a washer and dryer here in a little alcove, and there's a single door there and a double door here that actually takes you out to the garage. The single door takes you to a small private toilet area right there. So that's the downstairs bathroom, and you're going to come back out into the hallway and come down, and you're going to come into the preteen boys room. But before you get to that, there's a walk-through room here where he has his computer desk, and I've used the navy blue nursery walls. So he has his little study area right there. You go through the door and you come into his bedroom. I've used that newer bed. Usually I use that sort of periwinkle blue color for the wallpaper when I use that bed, but I realized it also looks good with the navy blue. Put some pictures on the wall for him, and then he has a closet in here where he sort of puts his guitars. He has an armoire in there for his clothing. He has his little toys in there and some dirty clothes on the floor, which is very typical. And I gave him the navy blue and wood TV to bring all the colors together. So coming back out into the computer room, back into the hallway, you have a door that goes into the garage, which again you saw also comes from the bathroom downstairs. I've put some outdoor equipment in there and just some trash cans, you know, the normal things for the garage. So one more room downstairs. You come around the hallway here and out to this sort of outdoor porch area. I made this really bright and really pretty. It's very simple, but it's just an area where you can come outside, have a snack. I put one of those newer plant holders in there, just a basket, a bookshelf. It would be a great place to sit and read. And then this is a closer look at how you get out to the patio from there. And you see the exits there from the living room as well. So that is the first floor. I know, again, it looks complicated, but for those of you who do recreate my builds, please know that it's not. When you see the grid, again, you will see how very simple it is. And if you don't want to do the dividers and you don't care about the multi-level roofing, you could actually take this layout and just combine everything, make a two-story house out of it, and have a lot of extra rooms up here. So you come up to the landing. I've used peaches, and it looks beautiful with that rose gold lamp in the corner, but very simple again, nothing over decorated. And then where we have the gap there, you'll see that I've put those dividers there again. It just looks like you're walking through just a wood accented doorway, really. That's what it looks like. And then we come into a second family room here. I started to use the navy blue wallpaper like I did downstairs in the boys' bedroom, but I decided to use the yellow because of the pillows that are in front of the blue ones, because I wanted to use that pretty new flower that we got. I used one on either side of the couch, as well as that lemonade tray there and the bookshelf on the wall. Then we come down a hallway and over to the left, and we come into the infants' room. I put the infants together in this build. I did sort of a unisex room. I love the teal and gold together, especially with those cribs because of the crib sheets. So you have the teal and gold in the rug as well as the crib sheet. Then you have the yellow with the changing pad on the changing table, and then those pictures are pretty much a good match for that room, as well as that bookshelf and chair. So here we have their closet. It's just a small walk-in closet, so just a nice nursery there. And at the end of the hallway, you come to the upstairs bathroom. This would be for anyone that you put into the bedroom or for anyone that is using that second floor family room. So that is the second floor there. That's really all there is to it. And next we are going to take a look at the grid because I want to show you that really and truly this is very simple. This is all there is to the upstairs here. So next when we go to the grid, you will see exactly how I did everything and what the measurements are. So going to the grid here, and I'm going to go a little bit slower with this than I normally go because it's a little bit more complicated than usual. Although it is rather easy once you look. You have the entryway here and you see the gaps on either side of it and behind it. So there's a gap behind it there where you're going to see the living area and that dining area there. That's actually the two-story section right there. The living room and the dining room. That's your two-story section as well as the entryway. So you see that right there. The entryway is two-story and that living room and dining room has the two-story above it. So those are the two-story sections. The entryway, the living room, and the dining room. The rest of the house, all the way around that two-story section, you're going to leave a gap. And then for one-story sections, you saw the kitchen just there. You have the bathroom and its alcoves. Then you have that little alcove for the trash and the garage. You have the garage there. So remember, this is all one story. It's separated from that entryway. You saw the kitchen. We have the master bath, the shower and tub room. Then we have the little alcoves in the kitchen for the stove and the fridge, as well as that little wine bar. And you can see right there, the gap is there all the way from that one section that I just spoke of. You also have a section back here that is one story. You had the bedroom, the computer room, the closet, and that little outdoor space over there as well. So you have that section there, and that's also separate. You can see the dividers. You can also slow this down too if you need to. You saw the master, the closet, the little alcove, the office. So that section is separate as well. So then any part that's on the exterior, you're going to place those little fences on to sort of divide everything up, and on the outside make it look uniform, like it's supposed to look that way. So coming upstairs, remember the only two-story sections that you have are this entryway, which I had to connect by a balcony right there. You see that in the center. And then I put the dividers up. Then we had the family room, the hallway, the nursery, and also we have that bathroom there and the nursery closet. So that's what the grid looks like, and we'll go back into build mode so you can look at how I put the furniture, and that will give you a little bit brighter of a perspective. But first, again, this is how I did that kitchen pass-through, and you can make that as wide as you need to. I just made it 2 spaces wide so it would fit the double doorway, but again, you could definitely adjust the size however you wanted to do it. But see, I just made it double wide there because that's really all I needed for that room. I was just happy to do it. And you can see right there in the gap, in one of the gaps, all I did was put the fencing up to create that wood wall look when you have it in live mode. So we're going to look at the furniture. This is the entryway here. Come across a little gap there, and we have the living room furniture here, and the bathroom, and the washer and dryer nook, and where I put the little toilet room there. And then here's the garage, and it has the little space for the trash over there. And then over here we have that computer room that you walk through to get to the preteen boys room, which is right here. And then he has his closet over here on the right. And you could really use that as anything you wanted to. You could put a door out into the hallway instead of having a big closet. You saw the outdoor room there. And then coming back through, we have the kitchen here. And you can see the little alcoves also that I've created. I like that you can look through to the entryway as well. And there's the little alcoves that I put in the kitchen for the appliances. And then here's the dining area, very simple. And you already saw the kitchen pass through from above. And then you're going to come through here to the master bedroom and his closet and the office and his bathroom, along with the toilet and shower room there in the front. So now we're going to come upstairs, and you have the landing, and you can see the balcony there, and I put the dividers up to make it look like a wooden doorway. And here's the family room area here. Come down the hall. Off to the left, you come into that pretty nursery. And you can see the hall bath here and the nursery closet. So that is how I did everything. Again, you can always run it back and slow it down if you need to, if you're really interested in building it. But I love this house. Maybe a keeper for a while, I'm not sure, but I really do like it. If I keep it, I'm going to change the nursery into a teenage girls' room because I have a family that I have in mind for this house. And Bailey, thank you so much for this request. It was a lot of fun, and I really thank you for your patience while you waited on the list. Everyone else, if you enjoyed this, please hit that like button. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so very much for watching. Take care, and I will see you next time.